this is Big TRELL'Z Vlogcast. Hey, don't call it no podcast. Yeah, this is Big TRELL'Z Vlogcast. Hey, don't call it no podcast. Yeah, this is Big TRELL'Z Vlogcast. Hey, don't call it no podcast. Yeah, this is Big TRELL'Z Vlogcast. Hey, don't call it no podcast. Yeah.
What up? What's happening? What it do? It's your boy Big Trell. Big TRELL'Z Vlogcast. Give yourself a round of applause, please. Clap for yourself. Be your number one cheerleader. Always remember that. We're going to get into this story, right? This video is from a YouTube channel called Pineapple Universe. Pineapple Universe. And the title is called Always Trust Your Gut. Bring video footage at the end. All right, so we're going to analyze this video because I think somebody was basically stalking her, checking her out or whatever. And we're just going to go over anything that I think she could have done better. And we're just going to listen to the story, all right? So let's get into it. Let's go.
Y'all, when I say that I've had an experience this morning, is an understatement because, for one, always be on the lookout of your surroundings, okay? So I take my dog on morning and evening walks. So we're doing our morning walk, and I noticed a red vehicle, a red truck, with about 4 or 5 Hispanic males following me because at first I'm like, I'm just tripping, but I'm always alert, y'all.
Yeah, there you go.
Looking. And I noticed the same truck.
I don't mean to stop it, but I'm going to go through some stuff. So situational awareness is always key because I can get you out a lot of stuff. You don't understand how a split second, that 1 or 2 seconds of you knowing that that person's there, give you a chance to react. You don't understand how many lives that can actually save. So situationally aware, that's good.
Circles me about 4 times, and the last time it kind of slows down. And this is the end of the walk, so I take my dog home. I take him inside, and then as I'm taking his poop back to the trash in the back in the alley, the same truck comes by in the alley.
Wow.
And the guy on the passenger side is like looking like this. He like does that at me. He has a really nice watch on. He's dressed nice. So they're not contractors before y'all think they're here to work. They're not contractors. Don't know contractors dress like that to work.
Yeah.
And they were in a clean truck. It wasn't a work truck. So I'm like, you know what, whatever. I grab my mace because I still have 1 lap. I do my laps with him and then I do my own. So I still have 1 lap, and I'm not about to let these folks scare me into my house.
No.
So.
All right, I gotta stop you right there. When you see, people have this thing of, I'm not gonna let nobody scare me from doing this. They ain't gonna stop me from doing that. When you understand that there's a real threat, you perceive there's a real threat outside. There's nothing wrong with waiting 10, 15, maybe half an hour to finish your lap. You can stand inside and march in place until you give it about 10, 15, 20 minutes until you perceive that threat to be gone from your area. Why would you think that there's a threat outside and feel like it's okay for you to go back outside when all you have is mace and then there's 4 people in the truck? If they all jump out and grab you, there's nothing you can do. So I understand the whole thing about not letting people stop you from living. Kind of like when the DC sniper happened, people were talking about, or the media was saying, don't let these people stop you from living your life. Go out and do what you want to do. Go out and do your thing, do your daily thing. But if there's an imminent threat, there's nothing wrong with just waiting a little bit. Like if my wife came in here and told me there was somebody following her on her walk, I'm grabbing my mace, I'm going back outside. I'm gonna be like, no, you're not. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. The person's still in the area, you're still a threat. You don't have a firearm. Even if you do have a firearm, that doesn't mean you're gonna win. So I don't agree with what she just said. So let's just keep going, see what happens.
I proceed to grab my mace and go out front. They passed by my fucking house in the front again. And I'm like, okay. And then I see a brown truck with a Hispanic woman in it alone. Another nice truck. She was not dressed to work. She was not ready to work. I literally pay attention as they drive by. So They drive by first and loop around, and then I see her drive by. I have it all on Ring camera. Like, I have videos. And so they go, so when you come out my house to the right, there's like a cul-de-sac, like right there. So she proceeds to go down to the cul-de-sac and do a U-turn, and they slow down behind her. Mind you, I'm walking to the right. So I see this, and I stop and I look at them, so I turn back around. She makes a U-turn, and she goes to the end of the street and parks in front of a neighbor's house that's about like 5 or 6 houses down, and they proceed to go the other way. So I'm like, something's telling me she's waiting for you to pass by this house. So I turn back around and go the other way that they left through, and then she speeds off. At this point, I'm scared, and I'm like, I live here.
At this point, you're scared. When I'm not trying to be hard on her, because she's doing great by being situationally aware. But at this point, you're scared. If you would have stayed in the house once you realized that these people could be possibly following you, checking you out, trying to snatch you, you wouldn't have put yourself in that situation. You don't know who they let out the truck, hiding in the bushes, hiding at the corner, anywhere. They can have a whole bunch of people just surrounding you. But you put yourself in that position. But I'm glad that she's safe because she's telling her story. I would advise for people to do stuff differently.
I live here because it's safe. And now I don't feel safe. And I could be totally wrong, y'all, but I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. And my gut told me, bitch, they trying to take you.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
That is my number one fear. My number one fear is that somebody taking me. And I had this experience in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I can't even walk around if I'm not strapped up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because Mace ain't about to stop all them. A taser ain't about to stop all them. What was the...
All right, you just answered it. You just said it. I'm trying not to be hard on her, but she just thought about it. Mace ain't gonna stop all them. So why did you take your mace and go back outside and put yourself in danger? That's the answer I want. If I could talk to her, I would ask her that. So like I said again, I'm not trying to be hard on her. I'm glad she's alive. I'm glad she's telling her story.
Plan. And I don't care what nobody says. They were not here to work. Why are you going slow all these laps in my neighborhood? And then every time you get near me, you're slowing down. And now you got an accomplice? Make it make sense. And I'm not trying to they're like, oh, you're just doing extra. Oh, you're just being paranoid. No. My gut told me that was not safe.
That ain't paranoia.
My gut told me, bitch, turn around. Because I typically would be like, I'm just tripping and keep walking. But what if I had kept walking, y'all?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I posted it in the Ring community and my next door community just in case. Because if they are looking for people to take, they didn't get me. But who's to say that they're not looking for somebody else?
Right.
What if they won't get somebody else, like a neighbor or a kid or somebody else that's out? I could be wrong.
You're not.
But I don't think I am.
You're not wrong.
Y'all, stay alert. Always keep that head on a swivel.
Situational awareness is key. I tell my wife all the time. I used to text her that all the time. Situational awareness. I know she knows, but just a reminder. I haven't done that in a while, and I need to get back to that. Just be situationally aware. That's all.
Always look around you. And don't ever give anybody the benefit of the doubt. Don't ever think, oh, this is not going to happen. This can't happen. People go missing every day.
Yep.
I'm constantly getting alerts on my phone. Not me and not today.
Not today.
I love y'all.
At that point, she should have stayed in the house, especially once she threw the trash out and you saw that car again. Once you saw that, you should have stayed in the house. Like, there's no way you should have grabbed your mace and just felt like you can go back and walk and be safe. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, right? That's wild. See, you have to be situationally aware. That doesn't mean that you're paranoid about everything. You're not. You have to just look at people's intentions. Look how they're reacting. Look at the body language, things like that. When people pass you, look at them. Don't have your head down in your phone, walking, standing there, and people just passing you. Look at them, because you can tell a lot just by looking at somebody. That doesn't mean you're paranoid or scared. You're just, like, when I go places, I just look around. And I'm like, okay. And then you might see somebody, and you be like, okay, I might have to keep my eye on him. Just from body language, sometimes you get a feeling also. So I don't want to make this too long, but I'm glad she's okay. There's just that one thing that I would change is her grabbing her mace, feeling empowered, whatever she did, and then going outside, knowing that there's a threat with multiple people. You know what I mean? And then you have your mace only. And then she came to realize that mace isn't going to do the job against 6 people, 6 people. But if she would have had that thought at the beginning, she wouldn't have put herself in that situation. Like I said, I don't want to be too hard on her. I keep saying that, but that kind of, like, if my wife did that, I would be pissed. If she told me, if she came in here and said she went for a walk, and say like I wasn't home and I came home later, she said she went for a walk, she felt like this car was following her, she came back in, grabbed her mace, and went back out to finish her walk, I'd have been pissed. I'd have been like, what are you doing? That doesn't make any sense. You're going to put yourself right back in this situation, in a dangerous situation. But anyway, that's it. Hope y'all got some safety lessons from this. I'm going to bring more safety videos back, and I'll try not to ramble, because sometimes I get real passionate about this subject. So try not to ramble, try to have them clean, concise, to the point. But this is your boy, Big TRELL'Z Vlogcast. We're going to get out of here. Let's get it. Get it.